Hello and good afternoon. My name is Amy Todd with Amy's Creative Wishes. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. And today we're going to make a couple Valentines cards. One using the For the Record stamp set and one using the Nuts and Bolts stamp set. They're both very cute stamp sets. And I couldn't decide which stamp set to use for today, so we're doing both. Here is the first card with the For the Record stamp set. Oh, I got it stuck. It's a gatefold card. And the second card is also a gatefold card. So I'm not nuts and bolts about you. You make my heart go beep. Isn't that cute? And then they just link. This one kind of links together. You've got a sort of, I don't know how else to say it, but link it so that they're on top of one another. So, what we need for the first card is a piece of basic gray cardstock. This measures 5.5 by 8.5, and I scored it at 2 1/8 from this end and 2 1/8 from this end. And then I'm going to take my bone folder and give them a good crease. There we go. And I have a piece of basic white that measures 4 by 5 1/4, and I stamped the record on there and the You're My Favorite Song sentiment. That is going to go on the inside, and I'm just going to use some Stampin' Seal. So that goes on the inside of the card. Oh, I got a smudge on there. I gotta find my eraser. Here it is. There. So that's gone. Next, I have 2 pieces of Magenta Madness cardstock that measure 2 inches by 5 3/8. And then I have 2 pieces of the Simply Marvelous Designer Series paper. This is beautiful paper. It has beautiful colors and beautiful marble, and I love this paper. There's a couple pieces of gray left. I've used a lot of the gray so far. So the colors that are included in the Simply Marvelous paper are Balmy Blue, Basic Gray, Blushing Bride, Bumblebee, Coastal Cabana, Flirty Flamingo, Gorgeous Grape, Highland Heather, Misty Moonlight, Pool Party, Smoky Slate, and So Saffron. So it's quite the variety, and they're beautiful. Anyway, I've got 2 pieces of it that measure 1 7/8 by 5 1/4. I have a little piece of basic white that I just stamped on a scrap piece of basic white. I stamped For the Record and cut it out just with some scissors. And I did what Jen calls the Lisa Harden cut. So I just cut it on an angle on either end. And I stamped the record again on a piece of basic white scrap and fussy cut it out. And I stamped the record in Memento Black. I know it looks like basic gray right now, and that's basically because my ink pad needs to be re-inked again. I seem to have to re-ink that ink pad quite frequently. And I just didn't get around to doing it this time. I was in a bit of a hurry. I just made these cards today, so anyway, these mat perfectly. Onto the Magenta Madness. Okay. Okay. Now, this gets put onto here. There we go. And next, my record. I want to put it on dimensionals, but I only want to put dimensionals on half, because if I put dimensionals on the whole thing, I'm going to glue this closed, and we don't want that. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this upside down, and that way I can see flip this upside down and I can see where to put the dimensionals. And that just gets centered on there. And see, you don't see any dimensionals there. So that's like that. And then the For the Record sentiment also gets popped up on dimensionals. And that just gets put right across there. And then I'm going to use the 2020-2022 in color square gems. Oop, having technical difficulty. Here we go. I'm just going to put one large one there, one small one beside it, and another small one up top. So I'm going to use those gems on the next card too, but so there we go. That card's done already. Nice and quick because I had everything prepped, but it's a nice simple card, and my boyfriend plays the guitar and is now learning to play piano, so a musical themed card seemed appropriate for my boyfriend. Now, the next card is this one. It's also a gatefold, as I said. And the hearts just kind of link together to hold it closed. So, what we need for that is, again, a piece of basic gray cardstock that measures 5.5 by 8.5. I've scored it at 2 1/8 from this end and 2 1/8 from this end. And now we will fold and burnish on our score lines. Fold and burnish. Their bone folder. Next, I have a piece of basic white that measures 4 by 5 1/4. That's for the inside of the card. There we go. And then again, another 2 pieces of Magenta Madness again. 2 inches by, what was it, 5 3/8? Yes, 2 inches by 5 3/8. And then 2 more of that Simply Marvelous Designer Series paper. This time I'm using the opposite side. And again, these are 1 7/8 by 5 1/4. So we are going to attach these to the Magenta Madness. Oh, shoot. See what I just did? I just put the glue on the wrong side. And I don't know where my adhesive remover is. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to put this aside and we're going to cut another piece. So we're going to take this. I've got some scrap here. We're going to take my trimmer and go 1 7/8. By 5 1/4. It's already at 5 1/4, so good. Okay, so there we go. Now that gets added to our card front. There we go. Okay, and now it's time for some stamping and punching. So we're going to bring in that piece of scrap basic white and my Memento black ink. And you're going to stamp this cute little guy. We're going to stamp this cute little guy. And then the sentiments. You make my heart go beep. Oh, look what I did. I got a ring around it. So we're going to stamp that again. And then I'm nuts and bolts about you. There. And we're going to bring in the heart punch. This is the straight heart punch. There's also a scallop heart punch, which I will be using as well. So I'm nuts and bolts about you. Now with the You Make My Heart Go Beep, I'm going to bring the sentiment over to the left so that I can stamp some hearts right here. And then our cute little guys. bring that. There we go. There we go. And then this cute little guy. There we go. Now, we need to color. So get rid of my Memento black ink before I stick my hand in it. And I'm going to bring in some Stampin Blends. So I've got light and dark smoky slate, dark melon mambo, and light petal pink, I believe. Yes, light petal pink. So, let's start with the dark smoky slate. And I'm just going to draw some lines with the dark. And then color the rest with the light. Now, the reason I'm using Melon Mambo is because I don't have the Magenta Madness markers. So I'm improvising, but they're close enough. Next, I'm going to take the Melon Mambo marker, and color in the heart. There we go. And next, this guy, again, take the dark smoky slate. Draw some lines. And color the rest with the light. Blending those lines in. Okay, and then this is like gears, but I'm gonna color it like a flower. So we're gonna take the Melon Mambo again. Oops. And then the petal pink, I'm just gonna use for the center of the flower. And that is it. Next, I'm going to take a piece of basic gray scrap. And I'm going to punch out 4 scallop hearts with the scallop heart punch. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now with some Stampin' Seal. I'm going to add some Stampin' Seal to the back of the stamped images. And glue them to the scallop parts. Oh, wait. I need to take my Magenta Madness ink pad. And these two little hearts are also in the stamp set. So I'm going to ink them up and carefully stamp them on the heart, just like that. And now add some adhesive to the back of it. And to the basic gray scalloped heart. And again. Okay, so this card, as you can see, I've got them, and the reason I did them like this is there was actually some, on the one with the robot, there was a smudge there, so I was just covering it up. But I actually like how that turned out. So we're going to do that again in this one. So we're taking this one and this one. I'm adding some Stampin' Seal, if my Stampin' Seal wants to work. Add some Stampin' Seal just like that. And there's still plenty of room to write your message. And just like that. You make my heart go beep. And then on the front, as I said, they link together. So what you want to do is you want to position them how you want them. And then you want to pay attention to where they're sitting on the card. And only put dimensionals on this side of the robot, so the left side of the robot, and the right side of the sentiment. So I'm going to left side of the robot, and right side of the sentiment. So we're going to take the sentiment, and I only put dimensionals on the right hand side of it. So we're going to angle it like that. And then this one, I only put dimensionals on the left hand side. And I'm going to angle it like that. And that way they link together and kind of hold it closed. And again, with the square gems, I'm going to take a large one, put it down there, a small one beside it, and a small one up top. And that is our cards for today. I'm not seeing comments, but I'm going to say hello to everybody that's watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. So these are our cards for today. Using the For the Record stamp set, the Nuts and Bolts stamp set, and the heart punches. And of course, The beautiful designer series paper, Simply Marvelous. It's just gorgeous. I just opened it today, but I can't wait to start playing with it some more and use it on other cards and other color combinations. It's a lot of fun. Anyway, I don't know what I'm going to do with all these cards because I only need one Valentine's card, so I might give my boyfriend two just because I have them. And I really like both. I like the sentiments on both, so I don't know. We'll see. Or maybe I'll keep them for next year. Anyway, I want to thank you for watching, and I hope you liked my cards for today. If you haven't already, I'd really appreciate it if you'd go over to my YouTube channel, Amy's Creative Wishes, and click the subscribe button, and then click the little bell to be notified every time I upload a new video. The only videos I upload to my YouTube channel are my Facebook Lives for now. I don't know, I may venture into doing more videos, but we'll see. As it is right now, I can only do one once a week. I'm not sure what my hours of work are going to be like. This month they're kind of crazy and all over the place, so I don't have a set schedule like I did. I had set Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, but this month is a little more than that, so, and each week is different, so, but I don't seem to be working Fridays, so except for last week. So I will be going live again next Friday, and next Friday my plan is to use the Hello Ladybug bundle. Comes with a matching punch, so I'm looking forward to playing with it and creating with it. And that's it for today. So again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you like what you saw. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me either here on my Facebook page, or you can email me at amyscreativewishes@gmail.com. If you did like what you saw and you don't have these products and you'd like to purchase them, please reach out to me. I can place an order for you, or you can just go to amyscreativewishes.stampinup.net and place your order. And I don't think there's anything else. So thank you again, and we'll talk soon. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Bye.